Good morning, everybody. Welcome. And I want to introduce myself. My name is Thomas. I'm a senior account executive, and as well, I'm a leader, a coach, and a mentor. And I can advise you in different things. And the focus today will be to have a look on a role as account executive. So, when you are starting a new role related as an account executive, you have many, many questions. And today we will have a look to discover what is behind the job. And if you have further questions later on, so you see on the slide where my lovely picture is, my email address. So feel free to send me an email, ask me questions. And when you have further questions or for other topic, what you think could be on a video as well, let me know. Thank you. So on the second slide, you can see that there are questions. So new in my role as account executive in IT, what should I do? So many questions. You are coming from a different company, you are coming to a new company, or internally in a company, you're getting transferred and you are applying for the job role as an account executive. And sometimes you do not know really what's behind the job. So, very easy or very important is to understand what are my responsibilities for the job. So, clarify it. So, at first, I think for yourself. Second, talk to your peers, talk to your manager, and talk to your teammates. You are working as an account executive, you will have other people in your team. So I'm encourage you, talk to many people to clarify what your job is. Because when this is clear, you will be successful. There's no way around it. Very important is you have to know your products and your solutions. So you have to know in and out what kind of products you are selling and what kind of solution is behind it. It's very helpful when you have a conversation with your customers that you are already knowing in your head when you are discovering what kind of products or solution could be fitting here. To have it in your head, not speaking it out directly to the customer because you have to discover more, but it makes you more confident in the communication with the customer. Yeah, and the third point is learn the sales process and tools. Very important is so what kind of process is after the sales and what kind of tools I'm using as an account executive to help me. Nothing is more difficult when you do not know what next step you have to do. So I'm encourage you, ask for the different processes you have in place and which tools are you using. It is very important because it makes your life more easy. Yeah. Another very important topic is know your market. So, you know the verticals you get is manufacturing, it's retail, it's consumer goods, it's finance. So, clarify what kind of territory you have. Identify key industries and trends. So, very helpful for that is search in the internet the different industries have different pages where you can find key definitions and key topics at the moment the industry is discussing. And then to understand your territory. Sometimes you are getting a territory, there is a mix of manufacturing, retail, consumer goods, for example. So to understand what kind of customers do you have and what is their business. And then segment your customers. One segmentation is what I've said before. Look what they are doing. So first, retail, consumer goods, finance, or manufacturing, for example, and what kind of business they have done in the past. Because here is the big Pareto in place. Normally, with 20% of your customers, you are making 80% of your revenue. So have a look who are doing the most revenue in your territory. Focus on them for sure. But do not forget the other customers because they can beat sleeping giants. So the next point is master your product. So very important is you have to know the products. So I'm encouraging you attend product trainings. And in the middle, you can see understand competitive positioning. It is highly important to know what the competition is doing. It is easy or easier to sell to a customer when you know what the competition is doing. It is helpful to close the deal. And the last point, know how to demo effectively. Before you do a demo with a customer, you have to find out what kind of things the customer wants to see in the demo. Because then it's easier to convince the customer and to sell the product. Ask first, dear customer, what do you want to see? What is the most important thing you want to see? And then create your demo around the ask of the customer. The next point is get to know your customers. So review account history. I was mentioning that. So what kind of revenue they have done. But more important, were there things arising in the past which were not so nice? Were there escalations? Were there misunderstanding? That you know about what was happening about the past to avoid a bad start with a customer. Set up intro meetings. So what I'm doing at any time is I'm writing a short email, 2-3 sentences to the customer. Dear customer, here, hello, I'm the new account executive. My name is Thomas Michael Martens. So I'm now, a point of contact at the company Ladila. So I would like to talk to you for 30 or 45 minutes to introduce myself, to offer you my service. And I'm very interested what you are doing, what your business is, what your projects are. So, and then I'm getting a response of 80 to 90% of my customers. I have my call. And this is very good because you have the first touch point. Some customers are not coming back. I'm sending a second and third email. And when this is not helpful, I'm calling them. And very important, the last point is listen and build relationship. Selling is all about relationship. People are buying from people. When you are a sympathetic person, people will buy from you. They will accept that they pay 10% more because they like you. So listen and build relationships. Be interested, be curious, show attention, ask questions, ask how long they are in the industry, how long are they in the market. Show your interest in the company. Align with your team. So, as I mentioned before, you are not alone. Meet with marketing, pre-sales, and delivery. Very important people. Understand internal processes. Internal processes are sometimes very complex. You have to know them, and you have to understand which process is the right process at the time you need it. And use team resources wisely. As an account executive, you are responsible for this territory. Other members in your team, they will not have one territory, they have 2 or 3. So they have more customers to serve. So choose their resource wisely, because they will have to do a lot of work. Then, very good thing is to build a 30, 60, 90-day plan. So set short-term goals. So where is it possible to make very short or in a very quick time businesses? And when you need to fulfill KPIs with revenue, look where is it possible to make in a short term revenue, which does not mean that you have short term relationships. It is always your target to build long term relationships, that the customer will buy from you again, again, and again. Identify quick wins. That could be the customer has already a solution from you. It is possible to upgrade them, convince them to do the upgrade, show them the value of the upgrade, what they can get, and define metrics for success. So when you have a certain pattern you want to follow to make revenue, it could be that you're inviting customer to a special event. And this event will show the customer a certain topic the customer is interested about. And then after the event, he is so enthusiastic because you were connecting the customer with the right people he was talking to at the event. And then he is coming back and said, great, I want to buy the solution now. What I have to do? So find a pattern, a metric, which is working for you to generate more and more revenue and to satisfy the customer. So in your head, never penetrate the customer so much that they are not interested anymore to talk to you. Find a mixture where the customer is finding out, oh yeah, this person I'm talking to from the company XY is helping me. And it's great that I have this guy in my portfolio because he's helpful for me, for my business, and for our company. Then learn the CRM and tools. Master your CRM system. It could be Salesforce, it could be HubSpot, it could be D365, it could be SAP. So you have to know your CRM system. What are the tricky parts? What is easy to understand and where you can get the information. Use data to drive actions. Get so much data as possible, because when you have a lot of data, it is easier to sell. Track your pipeline and tasks. So have a look always into your pipeline. Make sure that your pipeline is always accurate and that you are talking to the right people for the next step in the opportunity, that it will be then clear when the deal will be closed. and have a look what kind of tasks are open to close the deal. Make sure that everyone is playing their part in the story. When you are starting new, it is good to have a buddy in your team. So, shadow experienced reps. Join customer calls. So, how is your buddy doing a customer call? How are other colleagues of you doing customer calls? Learn how they handle objections. Customers are always saying no, and no is the first yes. How do you handle objections? Later in the series, I will show you how it is possible to handle objections. Ask for feedback. So ask for feedback at your buddy or other colleagues. What do you think about me? You have seen me now for a few weeks. What do you think I can improve? What is working well? Maybe ask to take a small part in a customer call. And your buddy, your colleague, your peer is giving you after that a feedback. What went well? What you can improve, so that you are getting step by step more and more closer into the role. Communicate with your manager. So, very important, schedule regular check-ins with your manager, that you are known when you have questions. The manager should be the first point of contact you go to. Align on targets and priorities. So you have a clear target, what you have to achieve, and then you must have priorities how to get to the target. Where I'm encouraging you is a target is sometimes a big number. Break it down. Break it down to daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly target. It is easier then to handle those targets. Ask for guidance. The manager is giving you feedback as well. What is going right? Where you can do better. So go to your manager and ask questions. And be curious and patient. So you are starting in a new role. Rome was not built in one day. Rome was built in thousands of years. So you have to build relation to your customer, relation to your team, relation to your peers. It takes time. You are a stranger, and strangers have to find out a way to get connected. And I'm pretty sure when you are kind and a good listener and ask the right questions, it will be easy for you to build relations. So learn continuously, accept that ramp up takes time, and celebrate progress. It could be small steps in the team. A customer was never talking to you. One of your team members was finally getting someone from the company at an online event. Then they said, okay, let's have a call. Then you as an account executive step in and you have the first steps into the account and you find out, yeah, in the past there was a bad experience. This was the reason why we stopped to contact you. So I'm encouraging you, do this again, celebrate small processes, and it will be fantastic for you and the whole team. Yeah, this was all about starting a new role as account executive. So I hope it was helpful for you. If you have further questions, you find me on LinkedIn, Thomas Michael Martens, Senior Account Executive, or you can send me an email under thomas.m.martens@icloud.com. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Stay healthy and safe. Goodbye.